Hello everybody once again. Today we are back with another interview. Last time we interviewed the amazing Lunessa, a smaller YouTuber around a similar size such as myself. And now we're back to interviewing VTuber supporters. Great times ahead. And today I brought out a very interesting character. Someone who I find very funny and I think a lot of people do find funny. Today I bring you the incredibly energetic and crazy Virtua Valentine.
Yes. Hello.
So how are you doing
You called
today?
me funny, and I was about to interject. You're wrong. You're lying. I'm doing fine, thank you.
Great. After all, I've been taking it, making sure that you're okay before we do these interviews.
Yeah,
Since I know that
I was
times for you
asleep.
have been kind of rough currently.
Yeah, the times are usually rough for me. It's why my stream schedules are weird.
Yeah, true. Okay, so my first question to you is going to be, what got you into VTuber supporting?
Um, I've always been supporting people in the background, and Mortem and Moai approached me because they had previously been pushing me, sending people my way to boost and retweet, and helped me get right on the right track uh, towards being a bigger supporter. Personally, I am hoping to do more in the future because I feel like I'm never giving enough back to the community, and I'm currently planning on opening free video editing, basically, because I want that to be more available to people in the community.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that people do kind of underestimate how much of a undertaking video editing actually is. I mean,
Oh yeah,
I've been talking to you behind about this, and yeah, it's not easy. It's
not in the
quite tedious
slightest.
work, and so I'm not surprised that people do want actual video editors because it's not a fun process.
Yeah, it gives me a thrill to edit things, though. I just enjoy doing it. Every now and then I'll drop a meme on Twitter where I'm just practicing my keyframing.
I see. Yeah, I mean, obviously I know that I do find it's kind of funny. Just a quick insight for some people. I interviewed Valentine for the first time like 4 days ago before Mortem re-debuted. And in that re-debut, he actually announced VCare, which is
Hmm.
a VTuber supporter group, which of course stars Mortem, Irisu, the Moai of Knowledge, and of course our guest, Valentine. And I do find that kind of funny because now I've got to bring it up again because it's such a great thing. And I'm also really happy to see that this group is now a thing because now people know who to go to, and obviously in the
Yeah.
future the group might expand in numbers.
I'm actually extremely excited about the future of it, to be fully honest with you.
Yeah, so am
Because I
I.
did see a lot of people are very happy to see that, but we've been in the works with it for a couple months now. Um, I think I was the one that actually suggested the name, and you can tell because it's a pun.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think it was actually that great of a name because you kind of underestimated how many things on Twitter are actually called VCare.
Yeah, we spent a long while discussing the name, and I was the only one to actually come up with anything good, apparently, because it's what we kept.
I see. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that maybe in the future I could potentially become a part of the group, but that's a long while ahead. That's gonna be a far future kind of business. But oh well.
Eh.
My second question to you is, what got you into VTubing in the first place?
Um, I never really had any main like VTubers that I was looking up at. when I was starting out because it took me a solid year to get everything in order because I started back in January of 2021 working on my character, and then it went through like 5 or 4 different redesigns before I got around to uh, the place I'm at now, which I'm extremely happy with, to be honest with you. But I have always been watching streamers in general. Uh, I think Vinesauce in particular has been one where his brand has been consistent uh, and very high quality over the years. And he's fostered a very nice community behind him, and I want to achieve that in his wake, you know?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do think that you do kind of remind me of Vinesource Joel in particular.
I've picked up a lot on their behaviors, but I
I can
mostly
tell.
listen to Vinny. Yeah.
I can absolutely tell. I
Yeah.
mean,
Every now and then I do the funny voice. There it is.
not like that's a bad thing, mind you. But yeah, obviously, some people join this community because they look at other VTubers and they aspire to be like them. And obviously, some of us just come from the outside and said, you know what, I want to make my own space in this community.
Yeah. I walked in pretty much blindly and have followed people that inspire me currently. And I've slowly become friends with them, and I enjoy that quite a bit.
That's nice to hear.
Mm.
Yeah, I knew what I was getting into, but I wouldn't really say I was completely prepared for it.
I'm very proud of the space for being so open as it is. Um, I was actually kind of shocked to hear exactly how welcoming in particular, the LootTuber sphere. They will welcome most people with open arms, regardless of who they are, and I like that.
Yeah, I guess that's also going to be my next question to you, which is, why in particular did you decide to become a supporter for lewd tubers?
Before, so I've always been an 18 up creator. I consider my streams to be 16 up because I don't actually, normally curse in them. Uh, Despite this, my tweets are very, very sailor mouthed. I post my own commissions pretty frequently, and I want to give back to the sphere that has kind of just given me all that. And I don't think any of the other members of VCare uh, openly support 18 up content creation because they know they've got at least some underage fans behind them,
Yeah, I mean,
which is reasonable.
yeah, I do question whether I should be marketing myself as 18 plus because, I mean, I don't really support lewd things per se, but I don't
Yeah,
really discuss child friendly topics either.
that's fair. I think you can get a larger audience if you cast your net widely and become a bit more family friendly, but that's not who I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things of where I do feel like I do skirt the line on being say so and 18 plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to have to carefully look into because I don't want to get in. I don't want to get into any trouble, like in terms of having minors watch pretty serious content.
Oh yeah, I have to watch who follows me pretty much daily. If I catch someone that's even like it's 17, I usually block them.
Yeah, that's fair. But for now, I'm not giving that too much thought.
Yeah.
Anyway, my next question to you is going to be, since you obviously do stream, what do you like to do on stream?
What do I like to do?
Yes.
Um, I am a variety streamer at heart, and that's because I have a very small brain. I don't stick to one thing too long, but As evident by my humor, I enjoy entertaining, mostly, first and foremost. If I feel like something isn't entertaining people or is going on a bit too boring, I'll either switch out of it or stop the stream entirely. I think there was a recent Roblox stream that was going completely sour, and I just bailed out.
Aw,
Um, I'm I do have this knack for finding very obscure rabbit holes and old games or weird games that nobody's seen before. Where once in a blue moon I'll come across something before anyone's heard about it, and I will do my best to show it off to everyone that I've known.
I see.
Um, there was one game I streamed before my hiatus that I remember very vividly because there's a mystery behind it. It's Funny Pizza Land, as dumb as that name sounds. Yeah, yes, I heard that laugh. There's a mystery behind it as to where it came from and when it was actually released, because it's copyright. All the information says it was made in 2001, but there's no record of it existing before 2007.
That's crazy.
I kind of went off on a tangent there. I apologize.
Ah, no, it's fine. But yeah, I do find you really, I find you very amusing.
I think right now I'm mostly streaming Minecraft, as dumb as that is, but I'm secretly using it as a way to help other people network.
That's nice.
Yes, my evil scheme to have people become friends.
Yes, my evil scheme, my greatest plan yet. I will make VTuber networking in secret.
I should give myself a promotion.
Oh no. No. You are not. No. No, 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 no. You are
We
not
gotta get
making me
off
do
this.
Robotnik right here,
Next
right now.
question.
You are not making me do Robotnik right here, right now. No. Bad.
This is the effect I have on people. I derail things very quickly.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. So my next question to you is,
Mhm.
what actually is your opinion on LootTubers?
In what way?
Just anyway.
Hmm. Um, I do actually really appreciate the space. Like I said, it's very welcoming and open. Um, I feel like uh, there might be a lot going on under the scenes that might be exposed at random because there's a lot of lewdness going on, but that's kind of expected out of the community. But I don't generalize.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah.
I mean, I will be honest, I kind of don't really think LootTubing works anymore, and I'm going to explain why. Because obviously, I think most people have probably noticed by now that the VTuber space in general is starting to get saturated, and
Hmm.
it's definitely more obvious in the LootTuber space. And I feel like that if you are going to be a LootTuber, you're going to have a harder chance of succeeding because the space is just more popular. It's just more popular. There's more LootTubers in that space.
I am quite worried about the oversaturation of the market. Um, well, I don't think there should be a halt to people joining in, but I think there is going to become like a critical mass point where everybody is one, and it won't be unique anymore to be a YouTuber.
Yeah,
So it shouldn't be something you're basing your entire content spectrum around, because then you'll just become another one after a certain point.
yeah, and
Um,
of course, there's also the issues too of where the company VTubers are so large at this point, but there's no real way anyone's going to be able to fairly compete with them.
I think content and creation in general has always kind of been like that. People will sort of float to the top of it, um, but oftentimes you'll see with the YouTube algorithm in particular, um, smaller creators just blow up out of nowhere, or smaller ones can grow at a nice speed. But if you look into Twitch and streaming, I think there needs to be some kind of reset on the algorithm or redo with that and Twitter's, because a lot of smaller people are just sort of getting stomped out. Um, I was listening to somebody replying to the official VCare announcement tweet recently, um, and they were genuinely upset over that. They were like, "I don't have any." Not to name any names. I'm not. I don't think you should comment on them. But they were like genuinely upset over the fact that smaller creators do get stomped out, and I really feel for that person.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I feel like that my current growth rate on Twitter is actually okay. I don't think I've done too terribly on that front.
Yeah.
However, on YouTube, it's very much the opposite.
I
Like,
think it's difficult to compare your growth rate to others because everyone has their own unique set of circumstances in which they got their fame.
yeah.
But I can tell you whether or not you're growing healthily, and I can also give you a rough estimate on an easy way to improve your content, but I can't guarantee your growth.
But just as a reminder, if any of you enjoy watching my content, please consider subscribing. It helps. Anyway.
I'm going to shill for you. Yes, I fully agree. um,
Alright. Next question for you is, what actually is your favorite games to play?
that's a good question. Uh, I'm a bit. I act like an idiot on Twitter, but I am a little bit of a nerd. I like RPGs quite a bit. Um, and I'm hoping to start streaming some more long form ones. I've been playing Pokemon recently. I wanna. I told my Twitter followers I was going to play Chrono Trigger, and I'll get around to that eventually because it is genuinely one of my favorite games. Um, the music in that game was written by a man who dreamt all of the music, I think. Uh, and the uh, designers for it are like a dream team, including Akira Toriyama, that are never
Nice.
going to come together again for another game.
Meanwhile, I currently have two games on the back burner right now. Yakuza 0 and Metal Gear Rising Resurgence.
Mm. Revengeance?
Yeah, Revenge of the Resurgence. I will play MGRR one day. I will do it. I will do it.
It's so good. It's so stupid.
And just as a
I love it.
reminder, if my series on that game gets popular enough, I will gather VTubers together to do a full-on fandom of it. It'll be glorious.
It's all about the memes.
So yeah, if I end up doing that series, I really hope it gets popular because I really want to do that fan dub. It'll
I
be
hope so
amazing.
too. It's a very popular game, and it's surprising that it's still so popular this long after its release.
True. Okay, my next question to you is going to be what are your struggles with VTubing?
Um, my own personal struggles, I think, are a lot of my personal life. Getting that work-life balance, especially with VTubing, has been very difficult on me. Um, I've been trying to spec into something more long form that I can work on, and that also hasn't been working out. Um, some advice I would give to anyone listening: experiment more, figure out your own style, and niche down a little bit. It's very difficult to find your own niche, but once you find it, you'll never really get rid of it.
I see. Yeah, I mean, obviously, one of my things that I want to work on is interviewing people. Sure, there's already a few interviewers already, and there's one that's really, 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 really large. although I'm not gonna put any names down. But yeah,
Do you
honestly,
interview people? I
there's
had
yeah,
no idea.
there's a lot of interviewers in our community for sure. It's just that obviously there's only like two that are like really well known, and so
Hmm.
I hope that one day I'll be able to become a more prominent VTuber interviewer.
I find it really interesting that we've got our own little section of journalism going on within the community. That's very interesting to me. We have people reporting on the latest news within the community and then interviewing happening. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I guess I also should say that too. I also want to actually commit to history and journalism as well at one point.
Hmm.
The only problem is that journalism does tend to go down political paths, and that's a pretty that's a dangerous road to take.
Yeah.
But
You got to
obviously,
learn to become, immune to bias.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, as long as you're immune to bias and you know where to get your information from, you should be all right. And that's
Yeah.
obviously something I hope I can actually fetch into my content, which is pure political neutrality. And that's something that I had to consider too when I was creating my first documentary, War. Because obviously, war is a political subject in itself, and I wanted to ensure that when I did my last segment for it, which is entirely focused on politics, by the way, that I
Hmm.
give all my information in a way that is completely neutral and make sure that it gives the best information possible.
You know what? I can give you a +1 for that. I appreciate that.
And I'll be honest, I think I did really well on that, and I'm kind of upset that obviously it's kind of flopped. But again, I'm a really, really, really small YouTuber right now, so I should not be surprised.
If you were to blow up later, it too would blow up. So
Yeah,
don't become discouraged by temporary lack of success.
true.
Keep pushing forward.
But yeah, I mean, maybe next year there'll be a new documentary, but not this year. That's gonna be the only documentary this year. Okay. You kind of already answered this, you actual clown bot, but I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna say this again. My
Yes.
next question for you is going to be: if there was three things you could say to a VTuber, what would it be?
Um, I kind of already have answered that. Maybe I'll come up with something new. Quite difficult though. I don't have much of a brain in my system. Thinking has never been my strong suit. Despite this, I've always been a bit of a book smart person. Um, I think just refining your content, not being discouraged by temporary lack of success, but also being able to have a critical eye on your content is something you should be very wary of. And I say wary, I mean uh, you should be pushing to be critical on yourself and asking other people to give you a review on your content. Um, Speaking of, if anybody wants to DM me things, I'll try to get around to helping people out. Um, Thirdly, be nice to people. Just be friendly. That's all.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, now my next question for you is going to be: what do you plan on doing in the future?
Um. Currently, I think I'm just gonna keep, uh, like I said, refining my content. As dumb as that sounds, um, because I've been told, um, I'm very entertaining, as much as I doubt that some days.
Shut up,
uh,
that's not true. Certified
I
misinformation.
do actually have many ways in which I want to improve my content. And number one, I want to get a better microphone. um, I want to be able to stream more, and most importantly, I want to be able to put out videos more because I do really love video editing. Uh, I've got my debut sometime within the next couple of months. Handful depends on a number of factors that I probably shouldn't disclose. Uh, and I just want to have fun.
Fair enough
This
again.
isn't. I don't see this as a job. I just see this as something that I really enjoy doing.
I mean, I mean, this is not my job either, and to some extent, I get some enjoyment out of it, but not a lot. And that's probably one of my discouraging factors right now is that I don't really get much value out of this.
Aw.
Which is why, again, I do kind of think interviews are going to be my main thing because they do bring me the most fun.
Well, I mean, having fun should be something everybody is doing with content creation, because your viewers, either subconsciously or consciously, can very clearly tell whether or not you're enjoying it and passionate about it.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy it, switch it up. Do something you enjoy, and I'm glad you're finding fun in interviews.
And obviously, too, I also have to consider that my actual main act has yet to begin. Because
Mm.
for those who are not even know right now, I am currently partnered with Akane Chiasa, and we are a double act, and we have yet to
Ooh.
start streaming. But when we do, you best not miss it because it's going to be great. So yeah, currently I'm just kind of working independently until he's ready to start doing things himself.
Interesting.
Which is a shame, like, because it's been many, 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 many months in the waiting now, but I'm just gonna have to keep waiting. But the wait in the end will be worth it. That's all I know.
Yeah. I personally am. I'm also not able to really disclose the details on it. I am working on a podcast or two, and getting me, because I also really love audio editing. Um, for videos, to be specific, I don't have any good sound mixing techniques, but I know how to balance the levels out,
I see.
equalize it, and make sentences a bit more concise if somebody messes up. But I would like to put out long form podcasts because I have a very good chemistry with people and would like to speak with a lot of people more.
Yeah, same here. And obviously, I think it was Savinu or someone else, some other friend of mine who said that I should probably try and convert my interviews into full-on podcasts. And honestly, it
Hmm.
sounds like a lot of fun.
I think if
And
you prepared a lot of questions or had an audience submit in questions, it would be even better.
yeah, true. Because obviously, I feel like I could do a podcast. It's just right now I don't have the skills yet,
Yeah.
or the correct practice to fully actually produce a podcast.
You really have to strive for that chemistry with other people when you're collabing or
Yeah,
you're doing a podcast or anything long form. Because again, the audience can tell if you're not clicking with someone, and they'll be less entertained.
yeah, which is why I'm also careful with who I pick for my interviews because I need to make sure that who I'm interviewing is someone who I can actually like. And so far, I've had no issues with my current interviewees. They've all been fantastic, including you.
I'm here to cause chaos.
Well, too bad. You can't cause enough chaos.
Yeah.
And
I'll
so,
yep.
that will do it for the interview with Virtua Valentine. And so,
All right.
as my very final question to you, where can people find you?
Twitter, Twitch. My username on both is literally just my full name. Uh, I think I'm working on a YouTube channel, but it's slow. I currently really only have a couple things on it,
I see.
and thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you can go find Virtua Valentine at Virtua Valentine on both Twitch and Twitter, and
Yeah.
go do it. Just go do it. He's a absolutely amazing person. He's really, really, really funny, really silly, and sometimes likes to post spicy pictures.
I if you see me tweeting at 5 a.m., you know it's gonna be a good tweet.
Oh no.
I try to. So what I do to get my content rolling a little is sometimes I'll just wake up at 5 a.m. In a manic frenzy with some really stupid joke on my mind,
Oh no.
and I'll tweet 15 different things at once and schedule them throughout the day.
Oh no.
And there are very many instances where I'll forget to schedule them, so it's 15 manic tweets at 5 a.m.
So there
It's
you go,
great.
people. That is Virtua Valentine. I hope you enjoyed watching this interview, and I will see you next time. Signing off.
I'll have to give myself a promotion!